A moment ago, we are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Play action. Here's Hurts. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st down, Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
70, Indy. Let's go, P, let's go. Now let's get it. Freestone, travel. 15, 10. Check 50, check 50. Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
Oh, battled at the line and intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Showed some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line.
Kari Willis there to bring him down. This defense for the Jags, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just...
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And all the way down to the 42. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
Second and 11 now.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Chris Godwin.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Now Lawrence.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. That's Samuel, caught left side. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd and 2, Lawrence. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down. Samuel. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run with ETN. And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. They go play action with Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And incomplete on the deep ball. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Look at me. Door. Sponge. Hey, Echo. 61. Matchbox light. He's coming. We got double up. Ready?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter.
Back deep, Nyheim Hines.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
On 1st down, Hurts.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts.
This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Lawrence.
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, it's a wobbler here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
2nd and 16.
Another try after the first down sack.
Hurts.
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down.
Hurts.
Going deep this time for Miller. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. He'll return it from the 6. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Fights off the defender, and he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be. But halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Godwin.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
On first down, Samuel, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
And Sharp calls it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. Dances by him. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on first down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Flush to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Vita Vea. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
Fielded at the 33. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Amari Cooper, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Risk taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Yeah, boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics. And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On first and 10, it's Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 29. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big third down play there for the Jags.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jalen Ferguson, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lawrence is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll find ETN out of the backfield. Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Dancing to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket, because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Escaping the... and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. K'Lavon Chason able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They're going to look to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. They'll drop to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tyler Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation. with your offensive unit and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's Lawrence. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Let's bring it. Yes, yes. Bravo.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Well, for an inside linebacker, I think you'd agree when I say that he is fast to the football, and he proved that thesis correct on that last play. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 2nd down and 8. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Lawrence letting one fly deep for Cooper. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown! Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. His guys will take a 10-point lead. Now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one are thinking to themselves, I bet halftime is really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game